Welcome back to the Goons. Welcome back to the Goons. Welcome back to the Goons.
Welcome
I'm
back.
sorry, I ran out of breath.
That
That was kind of a sad little ditty.
Yeah, I think I did it backwards. I should have ended
Did it
on the high
backwards.
note.
Yeah. Donald Trump is done singing the gay pirate song, in case anyone was curious.
I want to hear Donald Trump sing the gay pirate song. Also, use code GOONS for 10% off G-subs.
All right, I'll post Donald Trump singing the gay pirate song, and
We're gonna just include this in the podcast.
I'm drinking
Sure,
some
this is
grandpa
one
out
of
of
the
the titty
podcasts.
cup. You guys
hold on.
ever
Let me
drink
make
out of
sure
your-
it's not
your grandpa out
botched
of a
before I
titty
make
cup?
you guys listen to it. Hold on.
Look at that. Grandpa's ashes in a titty cup right there. It can be yours.
Okay.
Link below.
Okay. It is bad.
Imagine
It
your
is-
grandpa's remains in liquid form behind a set of tits on a cup, dude.
Okay, it is not good. Don't bother listening to Donald Trump.
It's got to be good.
Oh, I'm listening to it now.
Did you put it in there?
Yeah, it's fucking trash.
Is this how we're starting the podcast with Donald Trump singing Yoho?
I hope.
It's only the acapella, so you just hear him soloed.
Wait, dude, can you play it through your thing and it be recorded?
I'm recording everything, yeah, so they'll hear it.
All right, cool. All right, let's listen to it. 3, 2, 1, play.
There's gonna be some.
It's gonna be
can't even
silence
hear
for
it
like
for some
30
reason.
seconds of silence.
it's gonna be
Oh, it's
nothing.
acapella?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
acapella version. That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, I'll let you
We'll
know.
get there.
I'll find the timestamp.
We'll get there. We're about a third of the way there.
We all worked on the song. We should probably know when the vocals start. Oh, there it is. All right, it's at like 34.
Arg, arg.
I love the
Meatballs be
silence.
big as tins.
All right.
This is horrible. That does not sound like Trump at all. It only sounds like Trump when it says me balls big as tins.
Dude, when he's saying, I'll give your arse a spank, he sounds like he completely lost his voice. He's like whispering. I'll give your arse a spank.
He does hit that
The
chorus
chorus
though.
just sounds like me.
I want to hear him do the breakdown.
Listen, go to like one.
Oh my god,
What part is it at?
dude! Like,
He's got like laryngitis or something. Sounds like shit. Hold on, I'm gonna find.
like 157. Nope.
220.
No. 2. Hold on. 20. 20.
Bro, sounds like he's fucking dying.
Go to 225.
No, dude, 210. 210. Listen to him try to hit that note.
Sounds like he's like doing it down a well. Like
It does. It does.
Oh, that's so ass. That's so ass.
The Shiver Me Timbers is so bad.
Oh my god. All right. Well, that was one of the ways of all time to set up a podcast.
What a great
back.
start to the podcast.
That's an intro, my friend.
And we missed last week as well, right? So we haven't done one in 2 weeks.
So this is what they get. 2
This is
weeks
what they
they've
get
waited.
back.
We've waited for that.
You're welcome.
Waited for Donald Trump to try his best but get laryngitis halfway through.
That was good.
That was something. Anyway, welcome back to the Goons. It's been a little bit. Ralph is here. Soup is here. Ethan is here. McNasty is
sorta.
not here.
I'm sort of here.
So you're here in spirit. You're at the Buffalo machine.
My spirit never
Buddy
left
never
Vegas.
left.
His spirit
Soup
is
is
inside of that
Soup
machine.
is still in Vegas.
Mentally, I'm still in Vegas. I need to not be allowed to go back to that place ever again.
I don't know, man.
You shouldn't be
I think
allowed
I
to
want to bring
drink
you
when
back
you're there.
ASAP. I think the drinking definitely made it worse, but I feel like he still would have done everything he did without drinking.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment. So you can
Yeah?
never say me being drunk makes me more retarded because I'm already retarded enough, even if I drink.
Yeah. Yeah, no, 100%.
I guess, yeah. I think they want you to come back right now. They probably give you a free weekend stay.
Dude,
Honestly,
every
Like,
single
come
one of
stay.
every single one of the people at that table probably got like a bonus when the pit boss saw
They're
how
all
much money you
high-fiving.
just wasted. Yeah, you just gave them. They all got like a week off after you left.
Listen, guys, buy some Grandpa's ashes. I will be responsible with the money that I get from your purchase of
You
Grandpa's
will not be.
ashes.
That is false.
But on the bright side, we'll be able to talk about it more on the podcast. So every time Soup lost a lot of money, I said, "Don't worry, man. We can monetize this again.
That's true.
It's back. Here it is."
Can I write
It's a
off?
full
Oh,
take
can I
money.
write off the money I gamble on my taxes? Because that'll be a
I don't
different
know.
story.
Write
Yeah, I don't
off
know.
if you talk about it and make money from it with your business.
for your own good,
Maybe.
I'm gonna say no. You cannot.
What about
For the hell of
what
it, I'm
about
gonna
for my
say
bad?
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, why not? What are they gonna do? Come to my house?
What, are they gonna repo everything I own?
What am I gonna go to jail? They don't do that.
Vegas was awesome. For everyone wondering, me and Blarg and Ethan, we went to TwitchCon.
We did.
We went out to Las Vegas for the TwitchCon weekend. It was a blast. We had a great time. Hung out with the group chat boys, Smitty, Puffer, all those people. Smitty, Puffer, group chat people, Crispy, Trippy, Cheesy. Everyone who has a YouTube channel.
Sound like
that
you're
ends
naming
in-
food at the end there.
Yeah. Everyone who has a
Yeah.
YouTube channel that ends in easy or E or EB was
Why?
there. Yeah.
Yep.
There was a whole menu there.
Yeah, that shit was fun as hell though.
It was.
G-Subs put us up in a very large, nice hotel room
looks
at the
nice.
Cosmo. Yeah,
The penthouse of the Cosmopolitan.
yeah.
That's
They
where
put
we
us
were.
in. They put us in the penthouse of the Cosmo. For
was their first mistake.
no good reason. Yeah,
That was the
that was their
first mistake.
First
By
mistake
by
was
night
made before you
one-
got there.
By night one, there was throw up everywhere. Not even the end of night one. Like
Dude,
within
we
a
clogged
few
every
hours.
toilet. We clogged every. There was only one working toilet in the
was
nicest
mine.
penthouse. I just want to say the nicest penthouse at the Cosmopolitan. Gamer Subs put our fucking dumbasses in there. By night one, every toilet was clogged and there was throw up everywhere.
Dude,
Oh my
it
God,
wasn't.
that poor ass.
Dude,
cleaning
well,
crew
no,
that had to
most of it
come
wasn't
in.
even us. Fucking group chat boys. I forget which one of them came in, shit in our living room bathroom, clogged it, and then left. I don't remember who did it.
They
but
used
then
all your money from blackjack to clean that room up.
Dude, the
Oh,
only
100%.
working bathroom we had was mine by the end of the trip. I don't know if yours was fine, Soup. Soup had his own room as well. But mine was working fine. So Smitty and Puffer were also using my bathroom because theirs was fucking pukey everywhere.
I get my ass railed at blackjack and I can't even go take a depressing shit because all the toilets are clogged. I can't even go sit on the toilet and fucking think about my
Take an
life.
anger shit. You just have to keep it in.
Dude,
Damn.
Soup, you guys didn't tell us that you moved that one chair outside
That was me.
from the living room. Okay, dude, nobody told me that you guys were already gone. You guys already like were on your flight. And me and Yummy were sitting in the living room. Yummy's like, dude, was there 4 chairs there? I was like, oh fuck, no way somebody threw a chair off the balcony. Bro.
Oh my
We're
God.
looking-
Dude,
we're
could you
looking at-
imagine?
That'd be attempted
Dude,
murder.
we were looking in every room. I could not find it anywhere. I was stressing. I was like, bro, they threw a chair off the balcony.
I'm
What
gonna
the
call
fuck?
Ethan out though.
Dude.
Dude, before the first night, it was what, like maybe 8 o'clock, maybe 7 o'clock. Ethan
Yeah.
took a $5 chip
Okay.
and threw it off the balcony.
I mean,
That was- I let the moment get the best of me. I threw $5 off the
Ethan was
balcony.
spilling it, dude. Ethan was feeling like a baller. He's like, watch
I-
this.
Holy
I
shit.
regretted that
dropped
10
a
seconds
box
later.
of the Reese's
So,
Pieces
dude.
that they left out. I dropped one of those down on accident. I was
Some,
just drunk, just eating it. I put my hand in, and it just straight down off the
some
balcony.
gambling addict who just got clean. That probably fell on him and thought that was a sign from God to get back.
Dude, I
A
just took
second
it.
mortgage. I gotta gamble it.
God
I
wants me to
slung that
continue.
It made it all the way to the road, probably.
Probably
I
ruined
slung
some
it.
guy's life.
Or what if you changed some guy's life for the better? What if you threw that chip down there and some guy, like, it fell in front of him? He's like, you know what? Maybe this is a sign. He goes
Yeah,
and
they-
he just wins big.
It was red,
Yeah, he
too.
played
Maybe
the-
he
he
put it
played
on
the-
red.
He played the pot of gold,
Oh my God.
the 500 to 1 odds on the blackjack table.
And hit it. Someone's going to watch this and be like, I owe that guy some money.
Yeah, that
Is that-
$5 hit me
bitch.
in the skull. Or you owe them money because they had to go to the hospital
That's
with like
true.
a fractured skull.
Fair enough. We don't know who threw it. Never mind.
Could've been
It was
anybody.
just we're just lying for the podcast. Nobody threw
Yeah.
anything. We're good. Everything's fine. Nothing happened.
By
We're
the
lying.
way, Yummy saw me put that
tricksters.
chair out there. I don't know what he's talking about.
Really?
Yeah, he was.
Was
there
he
when I did
drunk?
it.
What time was this at? Was this at
Yeah,
like
Dude,
fucking...
Dude, everyone was drunk. Everyone was drunk. All
This
right,
was
there
at 5 a.m. when I did it. By the way.
Yeah, see, 5 a.m. I was a different man. That
Yeah.
was not me.
I was not a human.
I don't know who that guy was.
I was a different man the whole time.
You were. Yeah, you were my favorite to watch though. After I ran out of money every night, I'd just go over to Soup and he'd have a big old pile of chips.
Encore.
Big pile of chips.
Yes.
And he'd be like, getting tired or whatever. You know, you could tell he'd be getting bored. And instead of taking his big pile of chips that he just made, tripled, quadrupled his money most nights, he would just go, all right, all of it on blackjack. And then
That's how you
he'd
gamble,
lose it.
baby.
And
That's
you're
how
like
you
an
gamble.
NPC.
That's how you do it.
That's
It
how
was
you
like-
gamble. But also, it's hard when you have a crowd of absolute fucking degenerates encouraging you to be a dumbass.
I was not.
The
I
last
was
night
not.
when you were way up, I was the
Don't
only
even
person
try
next
that.
to you. I was the only person next to him. Nobody else was there, and he just said, "Fuck it," because he asked me what time it was, and I was like, "I think it's bedtime," and he just said, "Fuck it." There was no peer
He's
pressure.
always
There was
like,
no,
"Should I do
there was
it?"
no like, "Oh, I don't know if I should do this." It was just like, "All right."
He's always like, "Should I do it?" And you're like, "No." He's like, "I'm gonna do it." It's like, there's no point.
Didn't ask.
Yeah.
Didn't ask for
It's like working all
Didn't
day.
ask all in.
It's like he stood all day from water dripping down from a tree, and then at the end of the day, just threw it over his shoulder. Like you just worked all day, and you just shit it out down the drain.
Dude, I like to have a good time. All right, my goal was to double the money that I brought, no matter what.
And you
That didn't
didn't do
happen.
that. But
That
you
didn't
did do
happen.
that multiple times, but then stopped doing that when you would gamble it all at the end of the night.
Whenever you
Like,
and I
there's-
get at a table together, that's gonna be very bad.
Dude, that
I
that
can't
person
wait.
is gonna make
It
a
is.
lot of money.
Yeah.
That wherever we gamble at, they're gonna make a lot of money off all of us losing everything. There was very few times where I was up. The only time I was up was when we were playing craps. I never played craps ever. And then
Craps is the new game. for
Craps
me,
was
dude.
awesome.
yeah,
dude.
then Flom, he's a Counter-Strike content creator. Flom showed us how to play craps, and man, that shit is way too much fun. It's the only
Game
game
changer.
where you're either like high-fiving or punching the person next to you.
Well,
you
really,
know?
you're all on the same team, though. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Unless you're that asshole that bets against that bets on the
oh,
7 hitting.
yeah.
That guy sucks. Fuck that
Disclaimer
guy.
for everyone listening: do not fucking gamble. Don't do it. It's horrible.
Well,
Gamble a
you,
little.
you should probably gamble.
I
Yeah,
disagree
you should
with that
probably
statement.
gamble it.
Little.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do
Don't
it the
be
way
like
you
me.
do it.
Don't be like me. Oh,
Know your
like-
man.
limits.
Don't gamble until you lose it all. Have a different goal.
Gamble when you're in debt. No other time.
Listen, I like to just send it. All right, I go to the
I know
Way to
that.
do it.
I go to the casino to full fucking send it. I go to get drunk and be a dumbass. I'm not going there thinking, oh, I gotta make this $100. Like, no,
yeah,
I'm
no,
fucking,
that's like
Don't
that's
go
bad.
in thinking you're gonna make money.
Like anybody that actually looks like upset when they lose, I'm like, dude, you shouldn't be gambling right now.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
if you couldn't also walk by and throw that money into a ditch just for fun, you should
Shouldn't
not
be
be
there.
gambling.
You should not
Yeah,
expect to
like-
hold any of
like-
that on the way to Vegas.
Yeah.
They should not.
Yeah.
Don't expect to have
Especially
any of it.
Vegas of all places. Like
yeah, they're gonna rail your little butt
Yeah.
into a
Should
drain.
expect to be railed.
dude, the fucking people of Vegas were just next level too. Oh my god. Soup and Ethan, you guys didn't even get to see. Dude, we walked 10 minutes. It was probably at like, I don't know, this was probably 4 a.m. when we were heading back to Cosmo from Caesars. The one night we were at Caesars late. And it was like, what, 10-minute walk maybe from Caesars to Cosmo? Maybe a little more?
15,
there was-
20. It was.
Yeah.
You had to
there
go all
was-
kind of different ways.
Dude, there was 4 interactions that were just wild within that short span. This one dude, we were walking by, he gets in front of our group, like puts his hands up. He's like, who wants to finger pop a stripper's booty hole? And all of
Alright.
us just stared at him. And we're just like, no, we're all right,
oh yeah,
man.
trying to get you like
And
a ride to
dude,
the.
he
stripper
looked
or
so
something.
upset that nobody wanted to finger pop a stripper's booty hole. And then his little homie down the street, was it Jamaican John? He gave us these little cards, and Jamaican John is like, yeah, we're gonna have after party where the strip clubs. We're like, what does that mean? Like, what do you do? He's like, you get to fuck them. We're like, no, we're all right, Jamaican John. We're good, dude. Dude, just like the fact that they're just literally peddling, like they have trading cards. Like you can get a PSA 10 coochie card. Like they have little cards where they just hand you, and they're different ladies on the cards. It's so
And they're also
fucking
laying all
funny.
over the ground.
Gotta collect
they're
them all,
everywhere.
dude.
Yeah.
Like the SpongeBob
And then,
game.
Hooker trading card game.
literally, and then one homeless guy, fucking me and Yummy were walking next to each other, like pretty much shoulders touching, because obviously there's a ton of people downtown, so you don't want to like, take up the whole sidewalk. And this homeless guy goes in front of us, and he literally just started going like this in front of Yummy, and then he goes back, it's like, whew, and then he sprints right through the middle of me and Yummy. Dude, I thought he was about to attack, but Yummy, I fisticuffed ready, because I genuinely thought this guy was about to attack us. I was ready to swing. Yummy's reaction was, whoa, man. And that's all he
Yummy
did.
speaks his language.
As this guy is full sprinting.
He's like looking
towards
back
me
at
and
him like,
he like,
no.
dude, this guy like spooled up his turbocharger and got ready to run at me and Yummy, and he was just in front of us in like an anime running position, and then just made like a noise and then sprinted. Yummy's like, dude, that guy saw like a portal between us that we didn't know was there. He saw something.
Saw an
But he's living
apparition.
in the spirit realm.
It's so weird, man. This all this at like 4 a.m. while you're absolutely hammered is just like, what is
Fever dream.
happening right now? Yeah, what is fucking
I
happening
hate that we didn't
right
go
now?
to Fremont, like old Vegas.
Yeah,
That's the one thing I wish we would have done.
that
do that next time.
there's three things I wanted to do that we didn't end up doing. I wanted to do that. I wanted to go to the battle bots. You know, like you
Oh,
ever
yeah.
watch that shit when you're a kid, where they like make robots that like just kill each other. They like
Oh,
drive
yeah.
into each other and have like chainsaws and shit on the front. They do that in Vegas every weekend, and you can bet on it. And I just
What?
cannot
Of
imagine
course,
how
of
much
course.
fun that would have been. Yeah, I wanted to
What?
do that. I
That
don't
would
remember
be
about it
good.
until we
Do that
were
next time.
leaving. And then I wanted to take you boys to a Vegas Golden Knights game. I feel like front row seats to a Vegas game with all the boys would have been fun as hell.
I would love
I'm
to
definitely
do
doing that.
Yeah,
next time
so
I
we
go.
got a few things we got to do next time we're in Vegas, but
that. I had some
Yeah, that
Golden
trip was
Knights
fun as hell.
nachos. They were really
What was
good.
that?
that's, yeah, what is that? What is that?
They
There's like
were-
a
they
guy
were-
in there that plays for the team.
They
just
had
like
ice
a
in 'em.
leg.
They were red nachos with steak on them. They were great. They were just
Fuck.
called Vegas Nights nachos. They were really
Where
good.
were you,
At the nacho store.
What the- dude?
Man, they really got everything in Vegas.
Yeah,
For
what-
real.
I left you unattended for like 6 hours the whole trip, and you're at a
himself
nuts,
into a
Had a
nuts
Vegas
store by
Raiders
himself.
cheeseburger.
Oh, dude, I fucking love Vegas so much.
Yeah,
I
that
could live
shit.
there.
That was so much fun. No, I could not live there. I'd be poor. I don't know how like Yummy lived there previously.
Even if I
I'd
lived
be-
like an hour flight away, like California, not gonna happen.
Yeah. No, dangerous. What's actually weird though is I have a casino. Like we have a Caesars here where I live, and for some reason it's not the same. Like I go there and I'm not like, yay blackjack. Like it just doesn't hit the same as Vegas. I don't know. Maybe it's because like my friends aren't as degenerate as you guys.
Probably.
But, like,
could be.
Yeah, like
They
they're
gamble
all like,
responsibly.
yeah,
Once
they're all
again,
like,
Blark,
okay.
thank you.
Yeah, they're all like, all right, guys, it's
Compliment
11:30
received.
p.m. We got to work at 7. Let's pack it in. And Soup's like, dude, I don't even think, like, we didn't even leave dinner on that one night till like 1 a.m. Like, we didn't even start gambling till 2
Dude, I didn't-
a.m. Like,
I probably got like a collective 6 hours of sleep that whole
Yeah.
weekend.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
all 3 nights, I'm not making this up. The thing that sent me to bed was seeing the sun crest the
Yeah.
horizon.
Yeah.
As it was coming
Yeah.
over, I was like, all right, time to go.
yeah, I
Like,
didn't even
oh, the
realize
sun's coming over the sphere. It's time to go to bed.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
didn't even realize how fucked my sleep schedule was. I was sitting on my bed just watching Futurama, and I like had my blinds wide open, but I was so drunk that I just like locked in on Futurama.
Same.
And like
I did the
it
same
was
thing.
it was pitch black when I started watching, and I look over, I was like, dude, it's like daylight. Like not even like the sun crazy. It's like there is I can see
Like,
the
it's
sun right
morning.
now. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna
there's
probably head
people
to
going to
bed for a
work.
I'm gonna head to bed for a little bit, I think. Yeah,
I
that
knew I was
uh,
fucked when I went to bed and there was a dealer I had at a blackjack table and I went to bed, woke up, that same dealer was still working.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, did
Oh.
I just black out for like 3 seconds, or did I go to sleep? Because this like everyone is still the same, exactly where they were in the
You
casino.
just took a little nap, bro, in the middle of the night. At like 4
I
a.m.
felt-
you took a nap.
I felt so bad for all the people we like met at the G Subs booth. Me, Soup, Ethan, Puffer, and all the group chat. We were at the G Subs booth and did like a mini little meetup thing there. Dude, I was so hungover. I felt so bad. Like motherfuckers are asking for like selfies and shit. I was like, dude, I'm just trying not to throw up on you right now. Like that's
Yeah, people are like, "How you
that's-
enjoying TwitchCon?" I'm like, "Huh, "What?
Where am I?
Huh?"
I like zoned out, dude. Every time, like, I think Eric talked to me when I got there. I was just, like, I felt bad, but like, I just couldn't. I was not there, man.
I think Eric understood.
All the fans that met us at the G Subs booth were probably like, "These guys are fucked. Like, what's wrong with them?" And
They're
we're all
not
just
the
like,
same in person as they
"Yeah,
are
they're
on
not the
videos.
same in person."
They're
It's like,
boring as shit.
Dude, I was
"Yeah,
barely
what's
alive.
up? What's up, man? Nice to meet
Yeah.
you, bro."
I mean, me and Puffer did like a 2-hour meetup on Sunday. And I was just standing the whole time. And dude, I felt like God's arms were about to come down and just pick me up from that place. I didn't know what the fuck was going on anymore. It was just sitting there, just the 400th picture in a row. I was like, I do not feel alive at this
You have that
moment. And then right
smile.
after, dude, I went back to the G Subs booth. And I told you guys this, but Eric, who's again owner of G Subs, CEO, walks up to me, slaps a badge on my chest. He's like, "You're the lead product developer for G Subs."
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
like, "What?" He's like, "You're doing an interview." I was like, "I'm doing what?" He's like, "You're just gonna do an interview for G Subs right now." I was like, "Bro, what do you want me to say? I don't know anything about
I'm
what you guys
hungover
going
and
on."
haven't been to sleep.
Yeah, you want me to represent your fucking company? All right.
And he just put his badge on me. He's like, "Yeah, you're just doing a fucking interview. I don't know, man. I was like, what do you want me to say? Like, I don't know what you guys got coming up. I don't know what's going on." He's like, "Just fucking sell G Subs. You do it every week." I was like, "Bro." So I sit there and I'm talking to this girl. She's like, "Oh, what's next for the company and all this shit." And I was like, "Oh, we just signed a big creator, Smitty, today. I think what separates us is we have some free samples that, you just use as code. Everyone gets free samples. I think we're at like 26,000 samples that are sold or given out for free and stuff." And she's just like, "Okay, but what like
Dude.
products do you guys have coming?" And I was like, "Oh, we always making new stuff." She's like, "You're not the product developer, are you?" I was like, "No, I'm just a creator. I just work with G Subs.
You're like,
I just
"Help."
promote their shit." And she's like, "Oh, okay. Well, you should have just told me that. We'll do the interview differently." She switched it up, but like, bro, I had to bullshit for like the first 10 minutes of that fucking interview about like being the lead product developer. I was just trying so hard to be like corporate and good, and then she's like, you're not a product developer. You
I
have no
would've
idea
loved
what's going
it
on."
If you had done the same spiel we do on the podcast, you're like, they have my
Yeah,
family.
it'll fucking
They
kill you. They have
kill me.
They have my family.
Yeah.
So what's it like working with Gamer Subs?
Dude,
Like,
It'll
I
kill
didn't know
you.
it was-
They're holding my family
Your shit'll
hostage.
turn green.
It turns your shit green.
I didn't know how serious it was. Eric did not tell me anything. And afterwards, I was like, "I think I did okay. I think I sold some G Subs." He's like, "Oh, yeah, I don't fucking care. Let's just get it up on TikTok or some shit." I was like, "Bro, I was so stressed." I was like, I gotta represent this company." Oh, it was so fucking funny. And I think it was that night. Was it that night or the night before? Eric took all of us out for no, he took us all out for dinner. We went to this hot pot place, which is just like make your own soup funny moment.
I enjoy
like
it.
those.
Which is dude, I feel like I got like 3 fucking 3rd-degree burns from trying to eat
Bro,
like
I splashed
fucking
myself with
broccoli
some
out
of that water.
shit.
I actually hurt myself there.
It's bad.
I really did. I should
Turned
not be
into Johnny
allowed to.
Cash there.
You can't be drunk all day and then boiling fucking Wagyu, bro. I mean, come on.
Sleep deprived, hungover as shit, dealing with hot liquids.
I splashed
And
my
there's
hand.
boiling chicken noodle soup in front of you.
My hand had, like, some
You are in
blister on it.
charge of. There's
Life
like
was actually
there's like
at risk.
20 fucking drunk, hungover dumbasses like throwing boiling hot soup around with raw meat.
Hot as
that's
shit,
literally
too.
what's so weird is we went to Korean barbecue the night before. So it was like 2 nights in a row where we had to cook for ourselves at restaurants. It's like, what
While
am I doing,
hammered.
man?
Like, I should not have been allowed to
like
do
what
that.
am I was like, what, dude? I wasn't drunk until the first night was Korean barbecue, and I just got off the flight.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
that's
we went
right.
for dinner. So I had like 3 drinks and I was mangled by the end of Korean barbecue.
Dude,
And I'm just
at
like
Korean
grabbing meat
barbecue-
off with my finger. My fingers are still like the tips are
Singed.
still like calloused from I literally just kept grabbing shit. So I didn't want to wait for Puffer to give me the tongs.
What was
So
that
I was just
stuff we
hammered.
got? Like soju or something? Wasn't it?
Soju, yeah.
Soju. I had a lot of
I was gonna
soju.
say you
Green
had more than
grape,
3
whatever.
drinks because we were slugging that soju.
Yeah, we had a
Yeah.
lot more than 3 drinks. Dude, I had been up for over 24 hours before we even had Korean barbecue.
I know.
Mhm.
Yeah, you were. Well, that's why I was shocked. At like 6 a.m., I was sitting. We went to the high stakes room at like 3 a.m. and I played for a little while, and I ran out of money. I'm gonna be honest. I went in there with a lot of money, and I left with 0 money. But I just sat in my chair like this. I'm like falling asleep. I look over at Soup. He's just dialed in, just locked in, still going. I was like, dude, it is 6 a.m. When are you going to bed? You're like, I don't know, soon. You had a pile
bed.
of chips like as big as our hotel room. And then I go upstairs, fucking Soup comes up half an hour later with Yummy. And I was like, did he come back with any money? So Yummy just went. He just walked away.
That actually happened all 3 nights, I think. I hate to say it.
It did.
I remember when we left the
Boy got
second night,
spanked.
me and Yummy were outside on the balcony, and I was like, dude, I'm going up. You kept trying to get me to sit down. I'm like, I cannot even open my eyes. And dude, it had to be like 15 minutes later. You just opened the balcony door. You're like, I lost it all. You're like, damn it, man. Damn it.
Well, Soup, every time I watch Soup do it, dude, he was like an NPC. He'd get up like this, just be like, that's insane. That's actually just insane. And then get up. Literally
That's so
the
true.
same voice line. It's like an MP3 would
He's
play.
like, nah,
and then
that's
you see
crazy.
the dealer just grabbing just his both arms grabbing everything. Dude, it was so funny. I've never seen that many chips on a table and then just gone.
Well, dude, something else
Playing with
fucked.
nickels? You didn't color in and get some larger chips. You were just playing with these giant stacks.
No, they were big chips.
Oh, okay.
He did color in.
I feel shame.
At least
You don't
at
need
least
to
you
put
can
a
say
Southern
that.
boy in Vegas and get him drunk, okay? I don't belong
Dude, they
there. I
got
don't.
your ass.
They got
At
me,
least
dude.
you
I
can
don't belong
say
there.
that you were like up multiple times. There was like literally 2 times across the whole chip I was up. Or chip. Jesus, I'm thinking about poker chips now. Full trip that I was up. Like it happened a couple of times when I was sitting next to Will, Crispy's friend. Out of this guy, dude, he's like a professional blackjack player. He's just playing for me essentially. Like he would tell me every time. Like he knows every bit that's in the book, which I don't even know if there's a fucking book.
There's a
a
strategy
book.
card.
There's a
Yeah.
strategy book, but
Yeah, but yeah, every single time, like he knew everything off there, like the back of his hand, and he won me so much fucking money. And it was like the table we were at was basically like poker alongside of blackjack, where you could put like a side bet and you get like a straight flush, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
All that shit. That was at Caesars. That was the easy bus table. I don't know if you guys played on that one, but
yeah, easy
yeah,
bus,
yeah,
baby.
yeah. The one on the left
I
side.
played
was
all of
easy
them.
He's
bus.
like, if there was a table, I was
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. But I was
You
down
talking
was
about
at
that
the-
one or that one?
He was at the dinner table throwing cards down.
I was down to my last $50, and I put it. Whatever. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna play this hand of blackjack, and then I'll go get more money from the ATM, whatever. Then Will just handed me a 25, and he's like, no, play this. So I played it on the little like side bet thing, and we ended up getting I think it was a flush or something. It was like 100-1, so we got a fat payout.
Damn, son.
And I had that, and I lost it in like 5 turns after.
Oh.
It was just gone. I
Yep.
should have just walked away. I had a big old stack of chips. I felt like a king, and then it was all gone. But yeah, that Will guy was
never
insane.
Felt like a king at any point.
I felt pretty good
The
after
minute you landed, maybe?
after
Yeah.
Will essentially
The minute I
netted
got
my money
home.
for me. Yeah.
Oh man.
Didn't
I mean,
Mark-
I don't know. Getting in the bed at nighttime, that felt like
Can
some
I-
king shit.
It wasn't even
Can I
nighttime.
say? No, you mean the
yeah,
morning?
yeah.
The next
getting
day.
in
I never
getting
even
into
slept
bed at
at
7:30 in the morning.
The scariest
what I-
thing. I have some stories that I want to
Go
tell the
ahead.
people. The scariest thing that happened to me the night after I lost a bunch of chips. When I was doing the high limit blackjack table like a fucking absolute moron. Drunk like so drunk that I don't really. I mean, I was aware of what was going on. But I was fucking sleep deprived and drunk, which is just a baller combination to have.
Great combination.
Yeah, and
That's right where they want you, buddy.
yeah, right where they want you. They got you by the they got you by the balls.
You're in the crosshairs.
And I don't remember a whole lot, but I remember losing everything and then going to bed. But then the next day, I get a text.
Oh my god.
I get a text. I got to talk
At
about this
dinner.
text because this I would say I'm pretty savvy with like scam phone calls and scam text and everything. Like I'm not a complete dumbass. Like I know when something is a scam.
I don't know if Vegas counts for everything.
Yeah, go ahead and show them the text. Let them be the judge of that.
I got a text the next day at 1 a.m. that said, "Hello, Dallas. This is the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas Gaming Department. Messaging to inform you that we have camera footage from October 19th, 2023 at 5:17 a.m. of you unlawfully obtaining chips from a blackjack table from the Cosmopolitan Casino." I don't have this number saved, by the way, on my phone. It says, "ID called on video matches that of the associated reservation with us. We will apprehend you on site."
Dude,
and I don't have this number
At
saved,
that
and I just
dinner?
get this text message.
It
It was at dinner too. He's like, at the boiling dinner.
goes,
He's
"Ethan,
like, Clark, come here.
Look at this.
Are you shitting your pants?
So you gotta
It
read
scared the
this.
shit out of me. I was like, dude, I didn't know I was that drunk.
Some couple dudes in a suit's gonna come up and just take you away at any moment.
I was like, what did I do last night? What the fuck?
Dude, what made that so much funnier to me is that I texted Eric in the morning, that same morning, and he was like, yo, is Soup alive? And I was like, this was probably like 3 p.m. And I was like, I don't know, man. I just woke up. I haven't talked to Soup at all today. He's not in the room. And he's like, dude, he called me last night at 7 a.m. saying that he lost his wallet and he's stealing blackjack chips to pay for drinks. Check on him and make sure he's alive. So I heard that from Eric. And then you showed me a text that says you were unlawfully obtaining chips. And I was like, did he actually just steal last night? Like, what the fuck?
No, I never stole chips, but I was like, was I so drunk that I fucking stole chips somehow? Like I don't.
Started grabbing other people's beds.
I remember I was like, I'll go with you to the front desk. Let's just enjoy dinner. Like when you showed me that, I'm like,
Yeah,
don't
dude,
worry about it. We
I
were
was
like
scared. I was like, dude,
planning out what to do.
I was like, dude, I'm gonna walk into the hotel and there's gonna be guys in blacked out suits and sunglasses with earpieces in that fucking grab me and are like,
There he
come
is.
with us. Yeah, come
You
with
know
us,
what?
sir.
You know
We
what the
have the
funniest
target.
part is, and just proves how drunk you were this whole weekend? You weren't even there on the 19th. You were not
I
even
said that.
in Las Vegas.
I
on the
said
19th.
that when I read it, yeah.
So
I didn't know what day or time it was the whole time I was there.
He's panicking. You weren't even in the city of Las
I
Vegas on the
also,
19th.
dude, the
You were
area
in
code
South
wasn't
Carolina.
even from this country.
Yeah, it was Australian too. Turns out it was cheesy.
It was cheesy.
Climax.
That
It was
fucking
clean.
sent
It
me
was
that.
cheesy.
And I was like, dude, you motherfucker. I'm getting him back because that genuinely scared the dog
That's why
shit
he
out
got.
of me.
That's why he got COVID. It was karma.
Yeah. Enjoy fucking
What
COVID,
a
cheesy, you piece
bastard.
of shit.
What a good prank.
So
It
good.
was so
It scared
funny.
the shit out of me.
He was
And
like
then-
going
yeah.
around the dinner table of like 20 people trying to show everyone the text to make sure it was legit.
I was scared, dude. I was like, fuck, of course. Like, I lost all this money and now I'm about to go to prison in Vegas. Like, dude, what else is going to happen to me? And then I got locked out of the fucking penthouse.
Yeah, I remember seeing so that's what Eric was talking about. Where
Same
lost
night,
your
right?
wallet, even though. Yeah,
No, it was a different
no,
night.
that was the night before because I got like 3
No,
phone
I think it was
calls
literally
at like
the next.
6:30.
I think it was the next night.
Yeah, it was
So-
6:30 in the morning, and I rolled over and I saw like fucking 3 missed calls from you. I was like, nah, you'll figure it out. I just rolled
Dude.
over, went back to bed.
So the next night, I lost even more money, and I was like, "Fuck me, dude!" And I'm walking around by myself in the casino with a beer at like 6 in the morning, and I'm like, "All right, dude, it's time to go to bed. It's time to go to bed. I gotta go to bed. No one's here with me right now. Everyone's in bed
Oh.
besides me."
This is just getting sad.
Yeah, it's not even fun anymore. It's actually just
People are
sad.
coming up like, it's the third time you walk by. You all right?
And yeah, so I go up to the room. And I'm like, oh, finally I can get in bed. And I'm sitting there holding my beer, and I'm like, I set my beer down, and I grab my wallet, and I'm like, I don't have my card to get into the room. It is 6:30 in the morning.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm so fucked right now, dude. I'm so fucked. I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I'm like, fuck. I mean, I can't even be mad. I'm just like, this is hilarious. I'm like,
You
what
should
the
have
fuck?
just started. We had like 4 doors to
I
get
tried
into
every
our hotel
door.
room.
I tried
You
every
knocked
door.
on Smitty's and Puffers?
Yes, dude. I
Damn.
rang the fucking doorbell thing. I knocked on the door. I called you. I called Yummy. I called
I was-
Smitty. I called
I was
Puffer. I called
out.
all y'all like 3 or 4 times.
I don't think the
was
door-
like,
I had
Doorbell
like
worked.
3 melatonin gummies that night because I the sun was coming up when I was going to bed. So I was like, I'm gonna need these to sleep.
I was like, dude, I am so fucked right now. I don't have anywhere to sleep. And so I was like, oh, what do I do, man? I was like, I got to go to the front desk. I'm like, I got to go to the front desk. And I'm like, dude, I'm a long-haired fucking dumbass redneck holding a beer. And
They're
I
saying,
walk
let
up,
me into the penthouse.
let
at
me
6
into
a.m.
the penthouse at 6 a.m.
My friends
I'm
are in
drunk.
there.
I literally walk up to the front desk. There's no one there. The lady's like, how can I help you, sir? And I'm like, I got a hell of a story for you, ma'am. I'm like, so I'm in the penthouse. I don't have my key. Is there any possible way I can get another key? And she was like, well, if your name's not on the reservation, we can't let you in. And my name wasn't on it because the CEO of Gamer
Yeah,
Subs is the
G-Subs,
one
yeah.
who got the room for us. And I was like,
Yep.
oh, I'm like, y'all can't check the camera footage or anything. And she's like, if your name's not on there, there's nothing I can do. I was like, oh my God.
I never even heard how this ended either, so I'm on the edge of my seat.
I was like, oh my.
Sleep with a homeless dude that night? Like,
I was like, oh my.
He
That's what I
actually
thought.
died there. He ended up dying.
Yeah. I was like, am I about to have to go
she just
back to
pulled
the
out a
blackjack
gun.
table? Can I sleep on the blackjack table I lost all my money on?
Bro, that's Sonny's recommendation.
And yeah, we'll get to him in a minute. And anyway, I was like, is there anything we can do? And she was like, well, I can call the number that we have on file. And I was like, oh my God. Are we really about to call the owner of Gamer Subs at 6 in the morning in Vegas? Is that what we're about to do? I'm like, this dude's going to fucking hate my guts. Like, this is fucking terrible. I was like, all right, I guess call it. And she's like, okay. And she starts calling, and someone picks up the phone, and she's like, here you go, sir. Hands me the phone. And it's fucking Soft Willie. It's Nick who answers
my
the
God.
phone. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, how did she get your number? So I'm talking to Nick, and I'm like, dude, I'm locked out of the penthouse. And he's like, dude, what? I'm like, yeah, man, I know.
You know what's crazy
I
though?
know.
He had a key the whole trip. Him and Isaac both had a key the whole trip to our penthouse. They didn't tell us once that they had extra key. We were all sharing one key. There was 6 of us in that fucking room. I think we had 1 or 2 keys between all of us.
Yeah, something like that. That's why that happened, because I think we were all sort of sharing a key or some bullshit or whatever. I didn't have a key, and I was talking to Nick, and he's just like, dude, that's
Scale
so
the building.
fucked. He's like, that's so fucked. I'm like, dude, I know. I'm at the front desk hammered at 6 in the morning. I need to go to bed. He's like, all right, dude, I'm gonna call Eric. And so I think he gives the lady Eric's number or something, and so the hotel calls Eric.
He should have just, if she called him, he should have just been like, yeah, I'm Eric. Let Dallas. you
Yeah,
know."
looking back, yeah, but it was 6 in the morning. You know, no one was on their A game at that point. Nobody was on their A game at that
Fair.
point in time.
That's a fair point.
Understandable.
Yeah. Yeah. And so he called Eric, and Eric was just like, their name should have been on the reservation, let him in. And so I got another key card and went to bed, and I was like, dude, that's unbelievable. And then I saw Eric, and the next day I saw Eric, and he just immediately starts laughing at me. I was like, bro, I'm like, please, dude, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. He's like, no, that's hilarious. I'm like,
Dude,
"Okay."
that's
I'm
how
like,
I know
"All
where
right."
we work with the right brand. Every time,
all
like every time he texted me or I talked about like anything like bad happening the whole trip, he'd just laugh at us. There was no like anger, concern. It was just laugh.
It is
I was
Vegas.
like, yeah, we're in the right place with G-Subs, I think.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I thought he was going to be fucking pissed. I'm like, dude, I know. I know I'm a fucking idiot. Like, I know, dude, I'm sorry. It's 6 in the morning in Vegas. Hey, I'm locked out of the penthouse. Hey, excuse me, ma'am. Can I get a key to the penthouse?
Like security?
Yeah. Help! Drunk redneck
Go
trying
back
to break
to
into the.
Fremont.
This is the 17th one this week.
You're probably the first redneck that actually wasn't lying about that.
Tell that to Blake Shelton, who just stayed there last week, buddy.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
fuck.
true. Yeah.
Oh, that shit is so funny,
Oh
bro.
my god.
I never actually knew how you got back in the room. I just saw you the next morning and you looked like a can of smashed asshole. You just looked obliterated.
That's what I felt like. I'm like, dude, GamerSup's not gonna want to work with me anymore.
Dude, I drank so much Gamer Subs while we were there. I think that's the only thing I drank that wasn't alcohol that whole trip. Is
I kept
Gamer
buying those
Subs.
$10 Fiji waters right next to the elevator.
I just kept taking them because somebody else's credit card was on the room and not mine. So I just every time they magically reappear in the room, I just fucking grab them
It's
before
like
somebody else
a
could.
mad dash to the 3 Fiji waters in the
Also,
room.
I ate like 5 boxes of the Reese's Pieces. Every time I get home hammered at like 6 or 7 a.m. and just see a fresh box reappear, it's like, I don't know how these are spawning in, but I'm going to eat them every fucking time I just woke up or went to come to bed and just fucking ate the whole box of them.
Dude,
Those things are just...
a can of dip. This can of dip in Vegas at I think Caesar's Palace, $15 fucking dollars, buddy. 15 for one.
They're robbing you
fucking can.
twice.
$15.
That's highway robbery.
That is, dude. You can get 5 of these for $20.
Damn,
15?
son.
That's
This is-
fucking believable.
This is only a problem somebody from the South would have. You've never heard somebody from Detroit complain about
Dip
this.
prices are outrageous.
They are. That's fucked, man.
I forgot
Oh,
I
what
was
else?
supposed to say.
What else
Fuck.
happened? What else was exciting there? I feel like I'm missing so much because every time something happened, I was like, oh, I gotta talk about it in podcast. I just like fucking didn't know what planet I was.
There was
still
a
on.
million things that happened that was so much fun. That was one of the most fun trips I've ever had in my life. That
Yeah,
was
that
like
was-
an outstanding trip. I mean,
Yeah.
I wish we would have hired a camera crew to follow us because that would be unfucking believable.
Yeah.
It would honestly
problem
be
is, like,
unbelievable.
I barely took any photos or videos because the problem is you can't film at the tables,
I know.
which is
Right.
like where
Yeah.
90% of the fucking hilarious shit happened.
I'm gonna get those
Like-
glasses with the camera, like right there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking
Smart.
about? Just look,
Wear
I
a
always wear my
GoPro.
glasses, bud. Okay.
put the
I mean,
chest GoPro thing
Sonny
on.
kept trying to fucking film. That's why they kept yelling
Yeah.
at him.
Yeah,
Dude,
that guy was weird, man.
Dude, this guy. So me and Soup sat down at High Stakes the last night. I think most people are still playing craps or went to bed. So me and
Sounds
Soup
about
sat
right.
down. Yeah, and I had a little bit of money left over, so I was like, all right, fuck it. You know, I'll play a few hands, whatever. And when we sat down, there was like probably like 20 grand worth of chips just in this little glass box, like just
Easily
covered on the
20
table. Yeah,
Easily
maybe even more.
$20,000 just sitting there, like
Yeah.
an unbelievable amount of money on the table.
Yeah, and we're just like, okay, whatever, that's weird. We sat down, talked, whatever. This fucking little skinny ass, crackhead looking Asian dude comes up, and he is just talking a million miles an hour. And he's like,
Yep.
yeah, sorry, I just went to go smoke a blunt and I'm back. And he's like, I'm not gonna jump in though. I'm not gonna jump in on this hand. I'll wait for the shuffle. We're just like, all right, dude, whatever. That's fine.
Which doesn't happen, by the way. So
Yeah, it was
I
an auto
like,
shuffler
dude,
too.
I'm like, dude, you can jump in. I don't care. He's like,
Yes.
you sure? You sure you're good? And he's like, no, I'm not gonna jump in. I'm like, dude, you can jump in. It's not a big deal. He's like, you sure? No, I'm good. I'm like, dude, you can jump in. I'm like, bro, please play. I don't give a fuck.
He made the other guy leave. As soon as Sonny sat down, the other guy just dipped. Just
Maybe that's what I
fist
should have
bumped us
done.
and-
That
Just
was my
fist bumped
mistake.
us and left. Just
Yeah.
said, "Nah, fuck this guy." But before Mr. Sonny actually started playing, he literally like turned to the wall and just 30 seconds straight just started chatting with it. Like both the
I don't know what he
dealers
was
were like,
saying.
both the dealers were looking at something like, I don't know, at like certain times of the day they have to go through like a check of all their all their like, you know, shit
Money.
that they money that they use, kept, whatever. So they're like looking down at this piece of paper, not looking at him whatsoever, acknowledging him, and he is like probably 30 seconds to a minute just going off. I was just like,
It could
"Dude,
be a
who
super
did he
genius.
talk-"
He was like counting the cards and had a earpiece in. You never know.
I don't
So
know.
I got
And
all
he kept
those
setting
chips.
his phone on the table. Like
Yeah, he kept
he
like trying
kept
to
setting
film,
his phone on the table like this, like on the
Yeah.
side. And
like he's
Yeah, you
filming.
can't do
And then like
that
he'd do
at all.
this, like he'd like quickly like do that, like he's checking a text, and they're like,
yeah,
no
the
phone,
dealer's like, sir, no
phone.
phone, like 5
Like-
times. Like, sir,
Yeah.
no phone. like,
Dude, he was so fucking weird. And then he started talking about Angel, and he's like, yeah, whenever Angel gets here, where's Angel? Like, you guys said Angel would be here, like getting upset about Angel not being there. And the lady's like, yeah, Angel's coming. Whatever, I don't know. And it was just like, dude, he was just the weirdest fucking guy. Like,
And he
somebody
was
that
saying-
cracked out should not have $20,000 ready to go on the table.
yeah, in a glass box, just like
Yeah.
$20,000. And he's like, he was like talking about. He was like, dude, I smoked a cig outside and I saw a vision of my dad. My dad told me I need to gamble, so here I am gambling. And he's like literally. And then he was like, I basically live in Vegas. And Blarg was like, oh, how long have you been here? And he was like, 4 weeks.
He's like, no, not even 4 weeks. Like he's been here for 4 weeks now. He said 4 weeks out of the year.
Yeah, 4 weeks out of the year. And he was like, what's the point in buying a hotel room if all you're gonna do is gamble? You don't need to get a room. Like saying all this shit,
he's
talking
just like,
so fast.
I'm just gonna sleep on the table, and the lady just
Lady's
like,
like,
she's
nah.
shaking her head while
He's
giving
like,
the
nah.
cards out.
Maybe he was about to leave and a red poker chip hit him in the head next to the Cosmo.
Yeah.
That's the man he
Yeah,
fucked
must
up.
be
He
my
said.
dad.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
back
we just
inside. I'm
gave-
gonna gamble.
We gave him brain damage.
That's it. I'm gonna go sit at a table right now.
Well, that was like, dude, Crispy, Smitty, Puffer, and I forget who else were at the table. But this lady walked by them in a red dress, and Crispy had, I think, $100 on something, whatever, some random number on
Oh, I
roulette,
heard
like one
about
specific
this.
number. And this lady walked by, and she's like, "Hey," and Crispy's like, "Is this your favorite number?" She's like, "No, 23 is." And he's like, "Okay." So he put on 23, and he turned around, and she was gone. Like, nobody saw where she went. Like, Smitty heard her, everyone heard her, so she was there. And then they turned around, and she was just gone. They're like, "Whatever, that's fucking weird." And then they spun it, fucking 23. Dude, apparently the dealer, all of them were freaking out. The dealer was freaking out. Like, everyone was just screaming, and fucking Crispy's like, "Dude, I think an angel just
Yeah, y'all just saw a
walked
vision.
Apparition.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
insane.
Maybe Sonny's speaking facts, dude. Maybe
I don't know. Maybe Sonny knew something we
he's
didn't.
on to
man.
something, bro.
I
don't
think that
know,
guy was
that-
a mad genius. I think you met a gambling
Yeah.
I mean, he
mastermind.
had $20,000.
He
what I'm
did
saying,
it,
so-
ready to go. Not even like pocketed. Like, he had to pull it. Like, it was on the table waiting for him. 20
Yeah.
grand worth of
Chips on
chips.
me.
Yeah, dude, that guy was so weird. And this was the last night too, so I'm like day 3 of no sleep, still drunk. I've seen outside twice. Like, I've
Nothing
seen the sun
surprises you
twice
anymore.
in the last fucking yeah. So I'm just like, huh?
Yeah. You're
what's
like
this
not
guy
phased
doing?
Vegas,
whatsoever.
man.
Yeah.
Vegas.
Just like, what the hell? Yeah, that was a fun fucking trip.
Dude,
It was wild though. I've never been that belligerent during something. Like, I've never gone to a city and seen the sun twice in the span of 4 days. The sun, only time I actually walked through the sun was with Soup when we were walking into the convention. And both of us were like, "Fuck, it's hot here," because we've only been outside at nighttime. So we're like, "Holy shit!" And then when we came out, it was dark again anyway. So it's like literally saw the sun fucking like.
Which is
once. Like, this-
ironic that we
it was
saw the
bad.
sun going into TwitchCon. There's a little bit of
Yeah.
irony there.
Yeah. Oh
Damn.
yeah, that shit was fun as hell. We definitely need full goon strip next time.
For
Yep.
sure.
Yeah,
100%,
McNasty said he's gonna face reveal next year. I don't know why he needs to wait a year, but he said he's gonna face reveal next year so he can come. I don't know
You
why he
dropping
doesn't
that
just.
on the podcast? You dropping that info?
He tweeted it.
He tweeted
Oh,
it.
he
yeah.
tweeted it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Otherwise, I
shit.
wouldn't have.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't know why he's or just come to the convention without
He don't
showing
gotta
your
do-
face. You'd,
right. He don't got to do all that. I intend to come too, and I'm not going to do that. So.
well, it's I don't know, man. You really don't. I mean, like at the casino, we probably bumped into like a fan the whole time. Like
Yeah.
a
In the
couple
casino,
times. Like,
there was one fan
Yeah.
that came up to me.
yeah, I had one that came up to us when we were gambling.
Yeah. I think that was the only time.
Crispy
But
had a
then
bunch,
obviously
but
at
his
TwitchCon
fan
was-
base, yeah. Just don't go to the con, like at a restaurant and shit. We never had any issue like that at all.
No, not at all. Which
No,
was
just at a
surprising.
convention.
And it's
I was
during that
honestly
too.
surprised about that. Which I guess most
Yeah.
of those people that go to TwitchCon probably aren't going to gamble. They're probably just going for that. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll like go gamble. Like the thing is too, I'm sure they're gambling at 10 p.m. We've
True.
just like we've rolled
True.
out of our coffins at 10 p.m.
yeah,
Like we haven't even made it to the casino yet, so that probably helped a little bit too.
yeah, for sure.
So remember I
Or maybe,
saw,
or maybe they were like us and they were so drunk they just thought we were an apparition and didn't say
Yeah.
anything.
That's what I'm gonna start doing to people. I'm gonna start walking up to people at tables and be like, put $1,000 on
Dude,
roulette.
It would
And then they're gonna
eventually
turn around. I'm
work.
gonna run away as fast as I can.
Yeah, just start giving them numbers, just like
I gotta
double
turn
zero.
back.
Double down
and
on
you
just walk away.
16. Double down on
Yeah.
16.
So double downing on 13 and the pit
Oh, yeah,
boss.
that was
you can
wild.
tell him. You can tell him about that.
Yeah, I got a 13 on a hand of blackjack, and for people that don't know, your goal of blackjack is to try and get 21. I'm not gonna bother explaining anymore because I don't even
Yeah.
want to talk about the fucking game anymore.
He immediately got pissed when started talking about it. You want to try to get to 21? You know what? Fuck this.
Hey, you know, this game fucking sucks.
Honestly, though, that's like the main thing you need to know. You got to get 21.
Yeah.
Gotta get 21.
Right.
That's the number you're looking for. I got a
But
13.
for context, if people don't understand, I don't know if you sound like you don't want to explain it.
Go ahead.
If there's more tens than anything in the deck, you assume if you have over 11 that you could bust, they could give you a 10. So doubling down on 13 is like, I don't know, kind of
You
gambling.
don't do that. You
Yeah.
don't. You
No,
do
You're
it's
not.
probably gonna go
stupid
over
as fuck.
21.
There's
do not
no
do that.
reason to
Plus,
bother
you only
doing
get
that.
one card when you double. So
Yeah.
if
True,
it gives
you
you
could
like
get-
a 2,
Yeah.
then
Yeah, you're
So-
fucked.
You're
ahead.
basically like gambling while gambling, but
yeah,
you're
They
being
would think you're
very
cheating
stupid.
though. If
it's
you
a
Yeah.
little sus to do, which is why, go ahead.
It's very
Yeah.
sus. I doubled down on a 13 and got 21, and so I won.
They were visibly upset immediately.
The dealer like looks back at the pit boss, and I was like, I'm gonna double this. He goes, double down on 13, and the pit boss walks over and it hits 21. And I don't know if it was the pit boss or the dealer, but one of them said he was like, don't do that shit again. I was like, you got it.
How
partner."
dare you win? You're supposed to
You got
lose.
I like the other night though with Elizabeth when you're like, "Can I double down on that?" She's like, "Yeah, it's stupid, but yeah." And she's like, "You're like, you won't get mad at me?" She's like, "I don't care what you do." Dude, she was so great.
It's like you just lost.
fucking-
No, I'm just
Yeah, yeah. The lady we had at Caesars was fucking hilarious. She called me stupid so many times, bro, because I kept hitting on 16, but like, you kind of have to on 16. You know?
I always
You-
hit on 16. I've accepted.
Yeah,
my
unless
fate with that
unless
one.
it's like
You
a
gotta stay
6 or something.
consistent. Either
Yeah,
do it or
exactly. So I
don't.
kept doing it. Every time I did it, she's like, idiot. And then just handed me like a fucking king or something. And I was like, yep, all right.
How
Saw
about that one
coming.
dealer, that one old man who kept like making dick jokes?
Yeah,
that
well,
was
I only
hilarious.
walked over there for like 2 because I was trying to sort out like badges for TwitchCon at that point. So I was like on the phone and shit. And I went over and he like, within the first like 10 seconds of me being over there, he just talking about rubbing one out. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna head out of here
I've
now.
never had a dealer be sexually frustrated personally.
This was
Dude,
weird.
this
Though.
guy
This
was
was like
hilarious.
a 2 p.m. dealer. This was
Yeah,
like
it
not
was
even
early. It was
Yeah.
early. He was like doing
like when we
card
woke
tricks.
up.
Shift.
He was like
Yeah.
throwing the cards and they were landing perfectly, and then like flipping them down, landing perfectly, and doing like all this cool shit. And then Smitty was like, Smitty said something like, "Oh, I don't know about this hand." He's like, "I think I'm gonna bust." And the guy was like, "I busted last night, man." He's like, "I do more blow than any of y'all at the table. I tell you what, man, I love this place." Like saying stuff like that, I'm just like,
You're like, dude,
What?
there's a guy in the high limit
Trying to get
section
them
you
tips.
should meet.
yeah, your friend Sonny's right over there, dude.
Yeah.
You love him.
Those two should not be at the same table together.
Dude, that would be hell.
Dude, I got an Uber to the dispensary, and I asked the Uber on the way there if he wanted anything, because he was just joking around like we were talking about. He's like, "Oh no." He said, I've only smoked 3 times in my life, and the third time was like a week ago." He said he smoked on the way home, had to pull over and sleep in a. He said he got out of the car, dumped a full water bottle on his head, and then slept in his car overnight.
What the fuck did he smoke?
That's what
meth?
I said. I'm like, bro, I don't know if we're
Yeah.
talking about the same thing.
That was a harder drug, I think.
Lost in translation.
I was like, okay, so you don't want anything.
I don't know. Maybe he did want something. That sounds kind of fire.
He was a nice guy,
That
but
is
he was like,
wild.
he said he dumped an entire bottle of water on his head and just slept in his car overnight.
Oh,
Interesting.
I don't
I'm
know.
lagging my dick off.
Lagging
Yeah?
his dick
Hello?
off.
Got a
man.
little
Oh,
leg
there we go.
dick. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Welcome back
Lagging.
to the Goon.
Welcome back to the goo.
What?
Yeah, dude,
Huh?
Vegas sounded fucking fire.
Yes,
It
it was.
was.
It was very, very fun.
I'm glad we only stayed for the weekend. If it would have been
That's
any longer.
safe. Yeah.
The thing
don't
is,
know.
I could have stayed. I could have definitely stayed longer, but I would have like had to leave the casino. Like I couldn't gamble for one more night. Like I could not do a 6 a.m. bender for 4 nights in a row. I actually would have just died.
You got to do like
Yeah.
5 days, and the middle day is like all sleep. Like just chill in the middle.
Yeah,
of
a
the day.
little like refresh day, or like I don't know, go hiking somewhere. There's super pretty areas to hike. Like just take a
The
day
Grand
off
Canyon's
gambling.
like not. It's like 2 hours away.
Yeah, you could drive there.
Grand
Yeah.
Canyon was sick. The time we did a helicopter tour of the Grand Canyon was
Oh,
fucking,
that's that
it
just
was
fun as hell.
badass.
it was so insane, dude.
Yeah. Except for when the updrafts go, when you like go over by the side and the whole helicopter just flies up like 15 feet out of nowhere, and it's fucking scary. I don't know if you
I
ever
was
had
scared
that.
the
when
whole
you-
I was scared the whole
Okay.
time.
It was like an
Yeah,
adrenaline thing.
I only got scared of the updrafts. And I was like, Jesus, because it just flings you up.
It was fucking badass, weren't they? They were playing like CCR in the headsets and shit,
Yes, they were.
like Fortunate Son and stuff, and
And
you're like flying through the
over like these little
like in the
humps.
Grand Canyon. It was so sick, and you're like you're literally talking to people through a headset.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
And then I went
Yeah,
like
that
the
shit's
next year,
fun.
and me and my dad drove out there. I was like, it was a lot cooler when you were flying real fast by it. This is
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, look, a big hole.
You like
Cool.
walk up to, you're like, yep, I like it.
That's a hole.
Like
Look at
seeing
that.
Lake Mead and everything from that high up is so sick too.
The Hoover Dam.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah, we flew over that. I've never actually been in that in person. We flew over it on the airplane. And I was like, oh, no way. There it is. And closed my window and back to bed.
Big ol' hole in the earth.
Yeah.
Long earth ass crack.
Big hole.
Yeah,
I know, big
on
hole.
the way home, I couldn't even be fucked to like open up the window of the plane when he's like, "Yeah, we're flying by this thing." It's like, no, it's bedtime, bro. We're not flying by
Didn't
nothing.
ask.
I'm closing my eyeballs. I watched fucking Madagascar and woke up to the animals screaming.
I watched that on the way there. I watched like 30
No
minutes of
way.
it. On the way
Watched-
home, Ethan got to experience Geometry Dash. You guys ever played that?
Yeah, I love
No,
Geometry
but
Dash.
I cannot believe
know
you
it's-
put me through that with no fucking sleep at all. Dude, I was on the plane like, ah! I was so mad, dude.
It
Did
was
you
so
leave the music
entertaining.
on? The music's a banger.
Nah, no music.
I was
It
losing
was so
it.
entertaining. I felt like I was watching a YouTube video. Just Ethan raging at Geometry Dash for like 30 minutes. I was dying, dude. It
I
was
said, I'm
great.
gonna give it back to you in a second. 30 minutes later, I'm like, one more. Hang on.
I got this shit.
It sounds just like blackjack.
Yeah,
Vegas
honestly.
really won.
Yeah,
Just one more, man. I can make it back.
Vegas really won. That's the moral of the story.
They always do, dude. They
That
always
is
do.
the moral of the story.
We have to go to Fremont next time, though. That's
Yeah.
just like
Fremont,
another...
battle bots, and a hockey game.
I'd be
Oh,
down for that.
100%. That sounds like a great time.
All right, so Goons trip 2 weeks from now.
I'm not, dude. Absolutely not.
I'm down.
I absolutely fuck that, dude.
I'll be the chaperone. I won't throw any money off the balcony.
Blindfold me and put headphones on me. I'll walk around with y'all.
I don't know if that's allowed.
Yeah,
We're going to be
probably wouldn't-
kidnapped you or something.
You know what's it wouldn't even be the first
Sit
time they
down.
probably had somebody being blindfold dragged through the middle of a casino in Vegas.
I don't
It's like
know.
a bi-weekly occasion.
That's probably a daily occurrence in Vegas, honestly. Oh, it's so nuts that like I wonder if there I was asking Ethan when we were sitting out there one night on the balcony, looking out at the glory of
The
fucking
sphere.
the
fucking
sphere.
sphere,
Oh,
man.
the
I
sphere
hated,
look
dude.
is
I hated
wild,
this.
dude.
I hated the sphere because it pissed me off because I always knew when the sun was about to come up because the sphere turned yellow and he had eyeballs and he'd be like
Oh,
looking
yeah.
around, looking all happy, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta go to bed.
I would just
the
stare
fucking
at that
sun's about to
thing.
be here.
For like half an hour. I loved it. I
Yeah.
thought
That
it
was
was
great.
sick.
We had a perfect view of it too. We had
Yeah,
a
we
perfect
did.
view of the whole strip. It was awesome.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, we were at like the Cosmo was pretty much at the end of like the relevant part of the strip, so we could see like everything else ahead of us, which was super cool.
Eric, I love you. Thank you for putting us up in there. You didn't
Yeah,
have to do-
Eric-
You
Eric
did not
is-
have to do that.
Dude, Eric's the fucking best. He is like, we've worked with a ton of fucking brands, and I was telling him this. It's like, dude, we have never worked with a brand that like lets us be so degenerate, but like also just lets us promote things how we want. Shit, yeah. G-Subs is by far the
Best
best
So you
company
brand.
I've
know
ever
when
worked
you
with,
when you're
for
using
sure.
code Goons, you're supporting
Yeah.
a very base.
Yeah, but you funded our penthouse by using code Goons.
And also
Correct.
me gambling like a fucking moron.
Yeah.
So
That as well.
thanks
Yeah.
for that, guys.
Yeah, so
Appreciate it.
use code
Keep
use
using
code Goons more.
so I can
lose
lose
more
it.
money.
lose it all.
You
Lark.
think you're supporting soup, but you're really not. You're actually putting in
You're really
financial
supporting-
ruin.
You're really supporting Caesars, Cosmo, and the Bellagio.
You're supporting the Cosmopolitan, really, when you buy.
You didn't even mention that like the first night everyone was ready to go. Remember we were like all sitting down and he had been at the table for a while and he comes up and we're like, all right. He's like, I'm running up to the room to grab some more money. Be right back.
Oh my god, dude, that night set a
was like
precedent
3
for the rest of
a.m.
the trip. Because yeah, it was like 3 or 4 a.m. and I was like, all right, are we packing it in? Like I'm pretty tired. Like it's the first night. I didn't think we were gonna do a 6 a.m. bender the first day we were there.
Mm-hmm.
I did it every
proved me
day.
wrong. I know.
I remember there was like a drunken conversation me and Ethan had where Ethan was like, dude, let's go to bed. I'm like, I came to Vegas to party.
I know when he's
I'm
got
here to party.
dude. When the eyes are looking right through you, like you're not even. It's like you're made of glass. He's like, hang on 1 second. Hang on,
He's just
like-
looking at a buffalo machine behind you.
dude. His eyes just have buffaloes turning and chips turning. And I was like, I'm going to the room, bro. Then half an hour
Ethan was
later,
trying to be a good friend. I'm like,
I think
not
Soup
having
was
it.
the last one to enter the room every single night. And even if it was
yeah.
by like 10 minutes, it was just the premise that Soup was always at least 10 minutes behind us.
always
He was
last.
always last.
I tried to get him to go up. He's like, oh, this and that. 30 minutes later, damn it, man. Damn it. I fucking knew it. I knew
That's
it.
insane. That's just insane.
No,
And
that's
then he gets up.
crazy. He's just sitting on the balcony looking out at the sphere. He's like, damn it. Damn it, man.
I had that the first night. I pulled out money that I thought would be for the weekend, and I lost it all the first night. And I was leaving about to fall asleep, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? And then just went right back to bed. I was like, why did I do that? That was supposed to be for the weekend. And I just blew through it in like 4 hours.
I had way too much fun. I had too much fun
Ugh.
for my own good, dude.
Yeah.
I got a
It's
cash
Hell's Kitchen?
advance.
We didn't even talk about Hell's Kitchen,
yeah,
dude.
Hell's
Oh,
Kitchen
yeah.
was pretty solid. I didn't mind it. You really liked it though, didn't you?
Yeah, dude, I fucking loved it.
Well,
I
Blar, we
wish
messed
McNasty
up.
was here.
We didn't get the beef Wellington. We
I
fucked
got
up.
the beef Wellington. McNasty hyped it up so much. I was like, listen, if McNasty
I got the
says get
short
the beef
rib and that
Wellington,
banged.
you got to get the beef Wellington. That one drink you had, that like strawberry
Strawberry one?
old-fashioned,
Yeah, I had like
that
4
thing
of
was
those.
fucking delicious, dude.
Yeah,
Holy
I
shit.
murdered those beverages. I was hammered, and then when Smitty said, "Hey, dude, you want half this dessert?" Gone. Sticky
Mhm.
toffee pudding right down my gullet.
so
That was
immediately.
good.
So good. I
Yeah, that shit
gorged at
banged.
Hell's Kitchen.
I got
bro.
a drink
ate
that
so
had
much
a.
food.
Me and Puffer had that drink that had a note from Gordon. It was just quotes from the TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Get
took a
an
picture.
insult on a piece of paper.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
one
literally,
of them
that's
was
what it
like,
was.
this has so much oil the U.S. will try to invade it.
Yeah, it was like there's so much oil on the
Okay.
plate. I took a picture of that one because I was like, this is great. It says you use so much oil, the U.S. wants to fucking invade the plate, or something like that. So good.
Yeah, that I enjoyed it there. I don't know. I probably wouldn't bother going again. I'd probably just go to like an actual steakhouse. But it was definitely fun to try, for sure. But
Apparently,
it's
his
worth
other
the hype,
place
though.
out there
It-
is
it-
good.
yeah,
The
it's
hype is
good.
warranted.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I'd say
Yeah.
like it's better than like definitely better than any other chain like steakhouse. Like I would never go to fucking Morton's over there or some shit. Like it's just or Perry's or something like that. Like it was definitely better than places like that. The portions were tiny, but you just order a shit ton and it's okay.
I liked it when they dropped a glass on the floor and broke it. Everyone in
everyone
the kitchen
clapped.
starts cheering or whatever.
Yeah,
That's
the,
great.
the whole restaurant just started clapping and cheering for this person that dropped a plate. Yeah, no,
We
it was
got
definitely
shots there, too.
definitely fun.
the
we get
biggest
shots
shots I've
there?
ever taken.
Oh,
yes.
Remember,
fuck,
I
dude,
tried
those
to
were
get you-
insane.
Well,
No, dude, I got straight Buffalo bourbon, like Buffalo Trace.
You
and it was
ordered
like
that.
this much of. Well, he's like, I was like, I can't have caffeine, so like, cause you guys got the Red Bull vodkas or whatever.
I got the Vegas
so-
bombs, and you're like, nope, can't do that.
Yeah, so I was like, bro, it's 11:30 p.m. I'm not having caffeine.
That's early.
The
a
night
lunch,
has
baby.
begun, my friend.
Yeah,
we're at
so I
lunch.
just asked him for a shot of something, and I think it was you or Soup that was like, oh, just get whiskey. So I was like, okay, just give me whatever whiskey. He's like, we'll do Buffalo Trace. Dude, he poured like that much into a regular glass. It wasn't like a shot glass, like it was like a cup.
That was
I
a
was
big
like,
ass shot.
Dude, the shots we
not a
had were
shot.
like
Not a
over half
shot.
of the cup.
Yeah,
It was not. Yeah,
that shit
those
was
were not
nasty.
shots. I
No.
wonder if I wonder if those are considered shots there, because that is not a shot.
No, because like, well, it was like for context for your drinks, they were like a full size whiskey glass, and it was more than half way
Yeah.
filled up.
It was the last call though, so maybe they were like, just
Yeah,
fucking
they might have just
take
been
the
doing
rest.
a heavy pour.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun experience. I like that.
I tried to get the
Like,
chef shirt, but they weren't selling merch anymore by the
Wouldn't
time.
sell 'em.
I was mad about that.
I mean, to be fair, we did sit down for dinner at 11 p.m.
Yeah.
So, you know, Wasn't
And
exactly.
that wasn't even
early.
our dinner. That was like our brunch because of the
Yeah.
schedule we were on.
That was like the
that
first
was-
thing I had eaten that day, I believe.
What did I have?
Like
I
the
had
first
something
proper meal I had.
I had
Dude.
something before that, and I couldn't remember. I just remember being really sad, like a very sad and upsetting meal. I feel like it was a granola bar and like some of the leftover Reese's I forgot to eat the night before when I was drunk.
Yeah, like the first night I had like Cheez-Its for dinner, I'm pretty sure. Like,
Yeah,
it's just
I had a bag of Cheez-Its.
Oh.
Cheez-Its and nothing but whiskey and beer. That's
Bro,
what I
I
had my
have
first
this,
night. In the penthouse, by the way.
Yeah,
I wear the sleep detector thing,
Fine
like it
dining.
monitors your sleep and everything. 2%
probably just said
recovery.
what the fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, it just basically said you're dying. Like I
Something
think
is wrong.
the first night it was like 2 hours, 39 minutes of sleep. The next night like 3 hours even, and then I think the next night like 2:45. Like it was just
Yeah, it checks
2%
out.
recovery every time.
Yeah. Yo, I remember the one night we got back at like fucking 6:30, and you're like, "Yeah, I got breakfast plans at 10 a.m." I was like,
Oh,
"Dude,
bro,
you're
yeah.
a psycho." I was like, "Fuck that, man. I am not waking up at 10 a.m. Have fun at breakfast."
Bro, I was like, yeah, I have to be getting ready for breakfast, like sitting down in 3 hours. I remember that. Luckily, I didn't end up doing that shit. That would have sucked.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that was like the last night too. We were playing craps with Puffer, and he's like, "Oh fuck, I gotta go to the room." I was like, "Oh, are you gonna go to bed before your flight?" He's like, "No, my flight leaves in 2 hours. I gotta go grab my stuff."
Oh.
I was like, "Bro, you are hammered, and it is the last night. What are you doing?"
Bro, we were
He's at
standing
the
at the
craps
table.
table, by the way,
Yeah.
telling you this.
Yeah, yeah,
He's like, oh,
Plane's about
fuck,
to
I
take
gotta go
off.
home.
yeah. I got a flight.
I just remember standing at the table and he comes up. He's like, "All right, man, I'll see you." I'm like, "Damn, is it really that time right now?" And then I looked at our flight was in like 5 hours. I'm like, "Holy shit!"
And just
Yeah.
like that, too. It was like, fuck, it just all caught up to you like that.
I had a 4 p.m. one, luckily, so I
Smart.
wasn't in too bad shape. Yeah. Although to
That
be fair,
was
I
smart.
kind of wish that I had like the flight Puffer had, because I feel like if I was just still drunk and got on an airplane, just immediately like sleep the whole flight home. But because I slept a little bit, but not enough, so I had like a really fucking bad headache, and my flight was just miserable and sad. So I feel like Puffer had the right idea, to be honest.
Imagine
But-
you did all that and then you had to play Geometry King or whatever the fuck.
Geometry Dash? No,
Dude,
I couldn't
God.
do it.
I will
I think I'd
never
just die.
download a game like that on my phone. I can't. That pissed me off.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Ugh,
I'm
all
dude,
right.
I'm still like hungover and tired from Vegas. I
No, I'm
am
still
not-
tired. I've been waking up at 1 p.m. That's
I'm
bad.
still not.
I normally wake up at like 9:30. I've been waking up at 1 p.m. and I've been going to bed at midnight. That's what's more fucked. I've been sleeping like 12 or 13 hours since
Same
Vegas
here.
still. It's bad.
Got to catch up. I'm definitely not
Yeah.
caught up. I'm still
No.
just fucked.
Dude, even the gym. I went to the gym the next day after I got home. I literally felt like I couldn't even lift my own body weight, like my own arms to lift up and do like a curl. I just couldn't even pick up my arm naturally. It was so bad. My trainer was like, "Dude, what happened there? What happened to you?"
I've had 3 hours of sleep in 3 days, bro.
Yeah, leave me alone.
Ugh. It sounds
going
like you
back
did Vegas
next year.
right though.
Yeah,
did
we
it
did
right.
do it right. We
We
absolutely
only
did.
way.
We 100% did it right.
There was not a
Yep.
single thing I would have changed about that trip. Actually, you
You
know
go to
what?
Vegas and be
I
like,
would've-
man, I slept well, I ate well, everything was great.
I would have hoped more things went wrong, to be honest. We were like, there was a
Dude, they all happened to
surprising-
me. It was all me.
But like, I mean, the only real thing that went wrong was you getting locked out.
Which
wish more
sucked
shit-
dick.
I wish
thought
more
I was gonna be
shit like
sleeping
that
in the
happened.
fucking alleyway of the Cosmopolitan. I was like, I'm fucked.
I was so shocked because I feel like even normal trips where we're just drunk and not in Vegas, like more shit goes wrong. So I was bewildered when I left and like everyone had all their limbs and like nobody
true.
stabbed a hooker in the bathtub. Like
No,
I was
no
shocked.
face tattoos.
Yeah,
No
I
teeth
was
missing.
genuinely shocked that like we all came out of that so okay. I thought somebody was gonna die. When I saw that we were on the 60th floor of a building, I thought somebody's
Oh,
dying. Like
shit.
I knew I was gonna throw something
know who
off
it
that
is.
balcony, dude. That
Yeah.
I can't be
Had
on a
to happen.
balcony
was
that
gonna-
high without
Had
something
to
flying
happen.
off.
I thought you guys threw the chair. I was actually gonna be like, bro,
No.
you guys could have killed
The
somebody.
chair was heavy as shit, bro. It took,
Yeah, I know. I had to drag it back into the fucking room because it was on the balcony.
my
And I was like,
apologies.
bruh. I was like, why is this out here? There's like, what pissed me off, I was like, there's like 30 more chairs on this balcony. No way they needed the couch.
We did.
Why am I? No, you did not.
I'm telling
Dude, there's
you,
like two
we
chairs
did.
outside of Smitty's
to
balcony.
happen.
There's two chairs outside my balcony. What the fuck?
That thing barely fit in the door too. Did you see that? It's like the
I know.
perfect. You had to like
Yeah,
hold it
I
like
know. I
from
had
the.
to drag it
They
through
did that
by
on
myself.
purpose. They did
That
that on
was-
purpose because they're like, there's gonna be some fucking idiot who gets drunk and tries to throw this off the fucking
I
balcony.
was
Dude, if you threw
hungover
that
after
off,
2 hours of sleep, and I'm dragging that motherfucker in. It's like 110 outside. I didn't like it.
I'm sorry, man. My fault.
Oh, I want to go back tonight. Let's go.
Dude, the
Let's
Knights played
go.
last night. I wanted to. I'm so
Did
pissed.
they?
Yeah, that would have
Fuck.
been would have been fun to stay
Yeah.
until that. But yeah, Yummy's still trapped there till like 2 a.m. tonight. His flight keeps getting delayed. So Yummy is
Oh, bro.
Yummy is still
I'll,
in
I'll be
Vegas.
fine with that, honestly. That's the one place I wouldn't
No,
give a shit.
dude, especially by yourself, dude. What are you gonna go play craps by yourself on like a Monday night
Bart,
at 11 p.m.? That's
I would do it.
depression.
I'm sorry,
is-
but I would do it.
I know
That is
Ethan.
peak
Ethan would do it.
depression.
I would be
I've seen
slinging
Ethan
that
do
dice.
worse by himself. I've seen him do worse.
Like
I
a
had some good
craps table
throws, too,
by
man.
yourself on a Monday has to be the most depressing sentence. Like that's just bad.
I'd be
Nobody's
living
having
life.
Doing
fun.
it. There's people doing it right now as we speak.
I know there is. It's bad.
I would be
Ugh.
feeling
I'm
alive.
the only person at a craps table before, not even anyone else is there, and it's
Oh
sad.
no.
All the
That's
dealers
bad.
are just watching you. There's like 8 staff members just watching you throw.
That's what's so funny
Yeah.
about craps, dude. They got like a fucking team at every
A whole,
table.
this whole
Yep.
squadron there. A whole.
That's because when there's a lot of people, there's so much going on. They have to.
Yeah, there is.
They're like
so
putting
much.
chips
Yeah,
on
there's-
this end and that
Yeah,
end.
there's
and-
fucking people throwing chips at them, just yelling numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how they keep track of all the numbers too, because like I kept forgetting I'd put like $100 on 8 or something, and I kept fucking forgetting about it. And somebody hits an 8, and I'm like, oh,
Because
shit,
there's like
no,
a.
we didn't hit it, and then he just hands me money. I'm like, oh, that was mine.
well,
That's
there's
for-
Like,
different
it was like
places.
20 minutes ago.
You can see it
What?
on the number. There's different squares, like for your position at the table.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
line it up with where you're
Yeah.
at.
Right, like your third from the.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because they kept putting it on like random spot. Ah, that makes sense. All right,
Yeah.
I get it now.
Because
Yeah,
I wondered
that
the
was,
same thing. I was like, this guy, you have to have photographic memory to work here. or
Yeah,
something?
literally.
Like,
Still though, like how I don't know how they keep track of everyone yelling out things at them, like 111, 111 across the top, nickels across the way, hard
Well,
hard
yeah.
forward,
And the
hard-
speed,
those
too, like-
dealers are really good at what they do. Obviously, like me and Ethan were
Mhm.
having a conversation with one of them because Vegas is having the F1 race or whatever. Is that next
Mhm.
weekend or this weekend?
I think it's
I think
come.
it's next weekend.
Yeah, pretty sure.
But because they're having the F1 race, they're bringing in like European roulette tables, and so one of the dealers was telling us that he's literally studying how to do European roulette for the F1 race because so many Europeans are going to be there.
For the last
So they're
month,
like,
Huh.
he's been
yeah,
studying.
they're like learning new games and
That's
everything.
interesting.
And I'm like, that's fucking crazy. That this
How much
is like
different
a grown,
is? I didn't know
Yeah,
it
what
was
is the
different.
He
difference?
said
He
there's
told us
all
a
kind
little-
of like different.
He told us a
bets.
little bit, but I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Huh.
I
I
would
thought
actually.
that was wild.
I would love to see F1 in Vegas. I've never even seen it before, but a lot of people like it. I feel like
Also insane that the guy said that because F1's going to be there, that like what the cheapest room is like 10 grand a night or something.
Holy
And
like,
shit.
that's I
Rooms
remember
are
they
going
said-
up to $50,000
Yeah.
a night.
for
the
street-facing
fuck?
rooms, it's 50K
So we
a
get
night.
so we get penthouse again for 50 grand.
I ain't paying for it, Bubba.
You already did.
Hey, G subs, use code goons, baby.
Please use code GOONS. Buy some
Oh.
Grandpa's ashes. I'll put
Yes,
it all on
sir.
black.
Fund
Yep.
more stories like
No, I'm
this.
gonna put it all on green. That was my problem. I should have put it all on green for Green Shit Gang.
That's what I kept doing, bro. I walked up
True.
there with like $1,000 and I kept putting 25s and 50s on green, and I eventually just ran out of money. No greens. I thought surely if I come
Crazy.
up with enough money and keep putting it on green, it'll eventually
think.
hit. No, no, it didn't. And
Green
then I
shit
stopped playing
gang.
roulette.
I'm actually very happy with just how many people are in Green Shit Gang. If you're lying on our poll on Twitter, go to hell and die. But like a lot of people are Green Shit Gang. So
They're out there. We
I'm
are
disappointed.
being represented.
yep. That's our universal symbol right there, I guess. That's what we do.
All right, so Mario time.
It's Mario
I think
time.
it's Mario
All
time.
right,
I need
Soup,
to
run the
piss
outro.
my fucking brains out too.
I got to piss as well.
I do too.
Guys, thank you for watching this podcast and listening and using code GOONS on GSUP so
Yes,
I can go
thank
be a
you for
degenerate.
using code Goons. We appreciate it. Eric appreciates it. He was talking about how much our fan base kills it, considering like we do better than like H3 and Critical and like channels that are huge. So thank you guys for being
You guys
so
got that
dedicated.
dog shit in you.
Yeah,
You guys got that.
dedicated to our-
You motherfuckers got
green
that dog
shit.
in y'all.
Yep. Yeah, we
Oh.
appreciate it. G-Subs appreciates it. Use more code Goons.
Please let us go out to
Amen.
Vegas. Let us go out to Vegas more and be degenerates.
Yeah, tweet.
We'll tell you all
tweet
about it.
at G-Subs and tell them to send us to Vegas again in a
Yeah,
month.
send them back out.
Way to go,
Vegas.
right back. Yeah.
Go tweet at G-Subs. Every single person tweet at G-Subs to send us there again.
Send us back with a camera crew. We'll get it all documented for y'all. Oh man.
All right.
All right, I gotta pee.
All right. Thank
All
you
right,
for
y'all. Thanks
listening.
for listening.